for the next decade, that the Patriots are going to be heading in the right direction, along with Coach K and Coach Hocutt and the incoming Vice President, Coach Joseph Gilbert, my VP, which is my sister and godmother, my daughter. She's actually going to be stepping away with me to kind of focus on some other teams to bring other sports into the program. So we want to just take a step back and get some new blood in place and let these guys just take the values and morals that we've instilled in this organization and take it and run with it while we sit in the shadows.
Now, Coach Poole, this is taking over for somebody, the legend, the Gator himself. How is this coming along for you now?
Taking over Kenny, it's been a learning experience. I can't lie to you about that. However, it's been a good experience. I mean, a lot of the things like Coach Gator said, we have the same vision on a lot of things. So we're still moving forward in the right direction, and we're looking to do great things this year.
Switch microphones there. All right, try that one.
Yeah, this is working better, Kenny.
Okay. So it's when you look at the Bell County Patriots and how they've been built, what you're coming into to continue with. What is your vision for the future of this organization?
The vision still remains the same, Kenny. The end result is to get each child a zero balance in college.
All right. So, athletic director, what would you say your name again?
It's Coach K.
Coach K. I kind of like that.
It's Kaholo, but
it's our Samoan brother.
Then I'll stick with the Coach K. I appreciate that. Coach, this season, stepping into the role as AD, what do you see overall with the Bell County Patriots? You guys have moved up to Division I. How do you see the season going?
Correction, we moved back to Division I.
Oh, correction. You moved back to Division I. My bad. Gator has no problems correcting
Nobody's
me.
talking to y'all Trojans. Hey, let's stop right here. Don't get it twisted. Look, we left Typhon, we went to AAU. That was on me. Then when we came back, we had the choice to go D1 because we were supposed to be in the TV district. They didn't have it in the Austin district. They kept it in San Antonio, so they forced us to go D2. But trust me, we would have came for y'all at D1 a long time ago. But now we're here. I have 2 ears and 1 mouth at this point.
Are you sure you're leaving the program?
I'm positive. After tonight, we officially put out the word yesterday. Kind of caveat off of what Coach Poole said. Much respect to the Trojans, the elite, the Chiefs, the Cowboys, everybody here that's doing it big for these kids in the city. But my ultimate goal, you can win championships all day long. That doesn't mean a damn thing to me. As long as I'm helping these kids get to a zero balance at the end of the day, then I've won. Because right now, we have 8 kids right now. Actually, 9 if you include the female that's playing volleyball that are playing collegiate athletics right now that came through our program. So in my idea, you can win all the championships that you want to. But at the end of the day, when I'm looking on my wall and I'm looking at all them hats and I'm looking at all the signatures on them hats and the kids that I help get to a zero balance, that's what matters in the Bell County Patriots, and that's how this vision is going to continue to get pushed forward.
All right, big hand for that one there. Appreciate that. Go ahead. What do you got to say?
What you want to say, Avery?
We're all waiting now. We're all waiting. Take your time. It's okay. Nothing. She's done. That was it. We missed it. Gator, when I look back at what you guys have done, and you mentioned the things outside of winning championships, it kind of goes back to that same message that we're hearing. It's almost become a cliche, but it's a true message, and that is it's about the kids and what we're doing here. Is that something you try to instill on everybody in Killeen?
Like I've said, I have much respect for every organization here. With Dale Cedar, heck, he was the flag coach, and I was the midget coach back with the Destroyers, the Trojans. We buddied up there for a while, and, they did their thing. The Hawkeyes Junior Knights, I'm good friends with those guys. And even at the end of the day, my coaches in these other organizations, they might battle on the field. But when you call me and let me know, hey, I got this kid that's playing over in Harker Heights High School and I need to get him recruited. Well, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to tell you straight up, hey, you my boy, send me in stuff, and I'm going to blast it out to my database of almost 3,000 doggone college coaches. It's nothing personal on my end. Like I said, I don't care what we do out there on the field. We're going to battle. You're supposed to go out there and represent these kids the right way. But what a lot of coaches need to understand, and this goes to the entire state of Texas that's listening to Type of Radio tonight, what you guys need to do is learn to drop your egos, because what I find out is a lot of you guys don't follow your players when you get to the middle school and high school level. A lot of these players, they get burnt out because you use them at the junior and senior level, and then you don't do anything for them past that. Well, where are you when they're playing varsity football? Where are you when they're going to go take their SATs? Where are you when they're going on recruiting trips? That is what matters at the end of the day. So while guys want to beat their chest and take all kind of pictures with trophies and all this crap on Facebook and how they won championships, well, why don't you beat your chest and show me how you going on a recruiting visit, or show me how you sitting next to a kid signing the NLI that's getting $120,000 six-figure salary, as I call it, because somebody's paying for his education to tote that pill and go get 4 years of education.
You're in a rare mood tonight, aren't you?
No, I just had some stuff I had to get off my chest.
Well, it's good stuff that you're saying, and it kind of leads me to a question that I don't mind asking you, because I know you and I have always been real when it comes to this kind of stuff.
Yes, sir.
A video that surfaced on social media had two top teams, or considered to be top teams in the nation, at the 12 and 13U, I believe, that faced off. And the way it was explained, it was supposed to be a hype video that was created with the players supposed to meeting at the 50-yard line, but one team rushed the field and went to their sidelines, and some pushing and shoving, the trash talk began, face-to-face, things of that nature. And I was told it was put together by the sponsors of the event in order to hype it up so they could show this to the world on what it's like.
I mean, I can tell you like this, just from working in the realm that I work in for my civilian job, you know, a lot of people don't understand youth football is a business. Youth sports is a business in general. I can tell you, originally being from Florida, you know, youth football is intense down there. It's very intense. When you start getting into the South Florida boys with all that speed, when you start getting, you know, the Central Florida, even, you know, the Duval County boys, I mean, it gets real. You start heading into Georgia, you come into Texas, Louisiana. That's not hype. That's really what it is. I mean, when I've stepped out there and I've seen a 13U kid tatted up, gold teeth in his mouth on the top and bottom rack, saying, "What's up, coach?" This is real life for them. It's not a game to them. So I don't think it had anything to do with, you know, the sponsors making a show for everybody and all of that kind of stuff. This is something that I honestly do for a living, and I see it in the real year in and year out. So that's just what it is. And, you know, a lot of other places, they just need to get on board. You know, if you can't handle it, then maybe you're in the wrong business.
Okay. So what about when they get to the high school level? Because I know a lot of high school coaches I've talked to said that they don't tolerate that kind of act.
They don't. And so when you get to the high school level, I've coached high school ball at the private school sector. When you get to the high school level, again, it's a business, but it's a business in a different sense, because you're representing your community, you're representing your family, you're representing your coaches, you know, you're representing your school. There's just a whole lot more at stake. And so you have to be the best representative of your organization at all times, because that high school level, it's a point where those young men are starting to feel themselves. Or as my mother used to say, you're starting to smell themselves. So you have to handle them totally different and mold them to be men, young men. It's not like youth football with a 12-year-old. These are guys that are getting ready to go into the world in a few years. So you got to really try and teach them the right thing. Now, it does get kind of elevated sometimes, but at the end of the day, you can ask any mother, father, uncle, aunt, grandma. You tell me what kid enjoys losing.
None, absolutely none. Let me ask you this. You're all over the state. I've seen you everywhere doing what you do. When you look at Killeen, and you know Killeen, we've had this discussion. Killeen is like that is your
I've
ground.
been in Killeen since doggone 1995.
When you look at Killeen, what do you see the future for Killeen when it comes to not just youth football, but just football in general as it compares to the rest of the state?
I mean, in reality, look at the coaches here. I mean, look at them. If the state don't see what's in Killeen, they sleeping. All these guys, just look at them. They don't get paid to do what they do. But I can tell you, excuse me, baby. I can tell you straight up, and I've been coaching a long time. But in all honesty, no matter how much trash we talk, almost every coach in here I see, I will stamp off on them and say they are a legitimate coach. I would have them on my sideline. So everybody outside of Killeen, you can talk all your trash all you want to. All right, we're not a big city like the San Antonios, the Austins, the Houstons, the Dallas, right? But when you look over the past couple years, let's look at where majority of those state championships came. Look at the coaching. These boys know what they're doing. Now, I will tell you, there are some coaches that I think that are dumpster juice. I'll keep it real with you.
Where's Polo at?
I'm not saying no, Polo's a good dude, but I will say this. You know, sometimes to coach in my organization, the way I see it is this. It's hard to coach against me, but it's harder to coach for me. You know why? Because I hold my coaches to a standard. I don't need football volunteers. I need football coaches. And if you're not a football coach, we're going to weed you out very quickly. And you're going to go be asked to be a parent. There's nothing wrong with that. Be a parent, support from the stands. But if you're going to wear this P, and I'm sure the other owners feel the same way, if you're going to wear that brand that's on your chest, well, then you better know what you're doing. Because when you get out there on that field and you get exposed, and if you don't break 50%, you're fired.
And how many of y'all believe in that? How many of y'all believe in that? Clap your hands if you believe in that kind of process.
Chiefs line.
The Chiefs are just the Chiefs. That's why they got Polo. Thank you for joining us. We'll be right back. We're going to step away real quick. Bell County Patriots, y'all put your hands up for the Bell County Patriots.
Good luck to everyone.
We'll be right back.
You're listening to Typha Radio, part of the Typha Sports Network.
In an effort to recognize scholastic excellence, Typha created the Scholastics Awards program. The Typha Scholastic Excellence Award was established to recognize and award excellence in the classroom. The winner of this award will receive $500, a certificate of accomplishment, and a congratulatory letter from Typha. In addition, the winner's name will be placed on the Typha website in the Hall of Fame. To qualify, a child must be ages 10 to 13 for football players or 10 to 15 for cheerleaders as of August 1st of the current year. They must have a 100% or better GPA, be participating in the junior or senior levels, and meet all other requirements set forth in the rules. If one or more of your players or cheerleaders qualify, send their information with supporting info to helpdesk@typha.com. That's helpdesk@typha.com. The Typha Scholastic Excellence Award, awarding excellence in the classroom.
It's the 2018 Typha State Cheer Competition, November 3rd at the Bell County Expo Center. Cheer squads from all over Typha will converge and compete for the right to be crowned champions. Who will be this year's grand champion? Come out and support your cheerleaders as they cheer, stunt, and dance their way to a title. And hey, don't forget the Parents Team Competition. It's the 2018 Typha State Cheer Competition at the Bell County Expo Center, Saturday, November 3rd. Come get your cheer on. It's a cheer thing.
Points, cash, gear, sports. With a Dick's Scorecard, you earn points on all your purchases and get 3% back in rewards and access to exclusive deals and events. It's simple. Points lead to cash to buy gear so you can play more sports. Get your Dick's Scorecard and start earning reward certificates today. Every season starts at Dick's.
Get your Dick's Sporting Goods scorecard and start earning today. Get 3% back in rewards when you use your scorecard. Plus, enjoy exclusive coupons and free shipping on thousands of items. See store for details.
Monarch Trophy Studio in San Antonio, a leader in the awards and recognition industry since 1972. Their mission is to provide their customers with a wide variety of high-quality, competitively priced awards. They have awards for sports, scholastics, employment, you name it, they've got it. Trophies, plaques, badges, pins, and much, much more. With the advancements in technology and the internet, Monarch Trophy Studio has quickly become one of the leading premier online award retailers. Monarch Trophy Studio is a proud sponsor of the Texas Youth Football and Cheer Association.